Happy spooky season, everyone. So I just wanted to show you my nails. I did not realize I had the dust from pre-shaping those tips on them, but like there will be a video, a tutorial on these. It will be in November. I can't remember the exact date, but it will be coming up. So that was me trying to transition the camera and I failed, but we finally got it together. So I'm going to add a base coat. And like I've said this plenty of times, I am not super duper into Halloween. I love the holiday. Like the last few years, I've really just been getting really into Halloween, but I still don't really celebrate it. Like it's not a lot of things for me to do here. So it's a lot of things. I just don't look for them. But I really do like Halloween and enjoy it, but I just don't celebrate it as much as I want to. So maybe one day I'll celebrate it. But I just did it my regular application. I did a slip layer, then I took a bigger bead, a bigger pearl, and I floated on top because the slip layer tells the gel where to go. And these are not built correctly in any way, shape, or form. There's no apex or anything in them. This was like my first layer. The video was getting a little long. It was getting hard to cut it under 20 minutes. So I did end up just cutting half of the application process, which is why you're missing some of that. And also the color of the nail beds really didn't matter today. So I just literally picked one out of the drawer. I really didn't care which one I picked. It was literally the first one I stuck my hand on when I put my hand in my builder gel drawer. So, and it's still a pretty color. I never really used it. So I probably will be using it again in the future. And this will be a long rambling video. I'm just letting you know. So I sprayed some alcohol in now on the nails and I am wiping them off with a lint-free wipe, which is not lint-free, but that's what they tell us. So I did my filing and shaping off camera. This is my red for today. It's a blood red to me. I'm not sure what you would call it. And then this is my black for the day. So I'm going to put black on the pinky, and I'm going to put the red on the middle and ring finger, and then I'm going to do a ombre on the pointer finger. And like you're about to see it, but I forgot that I had an ombre brush. Like it completely escaped my mind. You've seen me use it on this channel plenty of times, but I forgot. So I decided to actually cut up an old fan brush. It's about to come up like right after I get done polishing this nail. You're gonna see me cut it up. And the point of me cutting up this brush was because it's too long when you're blending it. So my bright idea was just to cut some of those bristles out so I can ombre with it better. But I had an ombre brush. Oh my god, I don't know what made me forget that. But this worked perfectly, and I will be using this more because I really do like it. I would say this technique for the brush is perfect for like a landscape background or something like that, because it is perfect for blending those colors in right there. With my ombre brush, I really have to go up into the cuticle and then all the way down to the end of the nail. But with the fan brush, I didn't feel the need to do that. And maybe my ombre isn't up to certain people's standards, but I love this nail. I thought the blend was beautiful, but I know I could have did more of a blend, but like I thought it was perfect. So as long as I'm happy, I'm happy. That made no sense, but that's what I felt. That's how I feel. So I'm just going to take this foil and I'm going to stick it in the tacky layer of this pinky. If you get your foil in this container like me from AliExpress or Amazon or eBay like I did, it might come, when you take off that saran wrap, it might become contaminated like mine. So when I took off my saran wrap off the container, everything went everywhere. So in this nail, I end up with a small purple piece and a small silver piece. I tried to remove it, but in the end, you can still see a little bit of it. It's still there. It's foil. It catches on so easily. So I'm going to matte the middle and the ring and the pinky, and I'm going to put the ring in shiny. I'm gonna go back later on and put the pinky shiny. I felt like it looked better having two shiny nails on the end than to have one shiny. And I could have just made that matte, but I didn't even think of that at the moment. So I'm going to take this clear builder gel and I'm going to do some drips. So these I did incorrectly. I ended up redoing it because I'm going to pour glitter into it later on. I did not like the nail. I didn't like how the glitter came out. It was missing spots. So when I redid it, I actually poured acrylic on top. And I didn't do that the first time because I cured this and then I did top coat to pour the glitter on. So the acrylic actually makes those drips stay raised on the nail. I didn't know what it was for. I seen the trick, but I didn't really comprehend why people did that. It's because it helps that nail stay raised. So when I did it the second time, I did pour it on and the nail was more pronounced and more raised, and I liked it way better than I would like this one. So I'm happy I messed it up, so I had to take it off. But I did not film myself doing the new one because, like I said, my video was so long. I had to cut it. It was like over an hour and the final was over 20 minutes, and then I had to cut some footage. And I didn't film it as well because I forgot. But anyway, I'm going to do the lips. That's my first attempt over there on the side. That looks like somebody's creepy face staring at me. I don't know what I was doing. So I ended up having to go look up some tutorials on this nail. And I found one by Miss Jo Nail Co. And I found a picture before I actually found her video. But that's her set that she did. And then this is the picture that I found. They're both the same technique. So if you need to figure out how to do it, you can watch her video or you can learn by that picture. So I did the opening of the mouth, and it was a struggle drawing that because I forgot to wipe off the tacky layer. So I decided to put on another matte top coat, and it was so much easier drawing on that. So I'm just doing a second coat of that black so it can be darker. And like looking this nail up to figure out how to draw it, I saw so many sets that look like mine, and I don't want to steal anybody's work. So I'm going to honestly say I thought this was like an original idea, but with nails, we know that there aren't a lot of original ideas anymore. So I'm not trying to steal anybody's work. I honestly thought it was an original idea. I know that it could not possibly be an original idea, but I'm honestly not trying to steal anybody's work if they've done this whole set before and I'm just unaware of it. But anyway, I'm just trying to draw the lips where I keep messing up, which is okay to mess up, which is why we always flash cure. And of course, I forget to say that every time. I am flash curing this entire process, even when I did those drips on those nails. So I don't know how to explain how I drew these lips, which is why I keep saying, look at the video from Miss Jo Nail Co. or look at the photo, because like, I can't explain it, but I can tell you why you have to put the red down first. It's because most reds aren't pigmented enough to stand out on blacks. There are some, I'm not gonna lie, but a lot of cheaper brands which I use, they're not pigmented enough. So it's easier to put the red down first and then put your black on top, if that makes sense to anyone. And so now I'm going to draw the teeth, which I can perfectly explain, but I'm going to make it too wide my first attempt. So I wipe it off with some alcohol and a lint-free wipe. And so my second attempt is just an upside down V, and you're just going to fill it in. Also, I completely forgot to do all the rest of the detailing. I wanted to add the tongue in, because on some of the videos photos I saw, there was a tongue and there was like mouth highlights, the white highlights around the mouth. I forgot to do that, and it only hit me a few days later, and I was so mad about it. But I ended up doing it the few days later, but it was too late to add it in the video. But I was so proud of the outcome that I did include the picture at the end. If you see it and you're confused, that is why, because I did end up going back to do that. So I'm just going to top coat this nail only in the lip area, and I'm going to sprinkle some glitter on top of it. I completely forgot to wipe off the tacky layer of those white teeth. So I ended up with glitter in the teeth. And all I did was take a lint-free wipe and I wiped off the teeth. And the glitter came right off. But of course it's glitter. So I ended up with a little bit of glitter in my black. But it's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. It was my first try and I'm impressed. So I don't really care about the imperfection. I am still impressed. And I did it on that drip nail, of course, but like I said, I ended up redoing it because I hated it so much. And my nail tips keep falling out. I am so sorry. And it kept escaping my mind to push them back. I don't know why they're starting to falling out. I did go up in the sizes on them for my next tutorial. Hopefully they'll stay in now. That dot was too close, so I decided to remove it. And I'm going to do one like closer to the teeth for the next one. And when you look up tutorials about the vampire mouth, like some of them have the teeth in between and then teeth on the bottom. I felt like that was too ambitious for me, especially with my first try. Like, it was too ambitious, that's all I'm going to say. So I did not even attempt to do that. But the next time I try this, I will definitely be trying to put the teeth inside. So I did cure that white, and now I'm just filling them back up. I don't know, filling them in with red. So with the red, it really don't matter if I go off the white a little bit, because like I said, most reds aren't pigmented enough to show up on the black. Because I think I did go over a little bit, but because it's black and you can't tell. So I'm going to do some rhinestones on my pointing finger. And of course, I don't recommend this glue because it can create holes in your top coat, which you might notice my nails having them, because it took me a second to really look at it and see it. But I did fix it before the final shots and stuff. But once I top coated my nail, there was a bunch of like little circle holes in there, and I was so upset. So I'm just going to put some beads in between the nails. And I know somebody's probably asking, well, why do you keep using this glue? Because it's what I have on hand. I will eventually switch it. Well, I'm not going to switch it out. I want to use up the products I have. I don't want to waste them. And like, there's nobody here doing nails but me, and nobody wants to use my used products. So, and it works perfectly. It's just that's the one annoying problem out of it. But my nails and rhinestones, when I do them, they stay stuck the entire time. So it's actually a good glue. It's just that if you're not like experienced with filing off your polish without going to that without filing off your whole polish, if that makes sense, because I filed this nail and then I didn't go through to the polish because I had a layer on top of it, that's what I'm saying. If you're not experienced enough to do that, then I would probably skip it. But if you have enough experience to just gently buff that top layer off, then go for it. It's good for that. So like I said, I made those two shiny, and then I'm going to make the lip shiny and the drips of blood shiny, and then the drip on my middle finger is going to be shiny. And the only difference in that middle finger is I added an extra drip on the bottom, which I kind of regret. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. And that's just me telling you what I'm going to do. So this is my final outcome, and I am happy. I am so happy with these nails. And like I put the lighting is off a little bit because I thought that it would look better in the soft light, I think it's called. I can't remember. But that's why it's so orange or yellow looking. But I'll fix it for the next video. But thank you guys for joining me today. I I really appreciate it. Oh, thank you guys for all my new subscribers. Thank you for watching my video. I am so happy. I cannot explain how happy I am, but I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. And I want you to have a wonderful day. But before I go, I just wanted to mention this is what I did after the fact. I added the tongue and the highlights. But bye, guys. Have a great day.